How often do you approach your closet and open it only to find clothing all bunched together? Maybe some hangers are doubled up with a shirt or jeans, your favorite shirt, you know, the one from your local high-end department store, the one you couldn't live without, still displaying the tags on it from January 2020. On the floor, shoes, unmated, as they sit there on the floor in a scaled down version of Mount Everest. Belts and scarves are strewn here and there in a way that only may be described as a multicolored mound of spaghetti. After you sort through everything and find an appropriate outfit, you venture to the kitchen to make breakfast before work. The silverware drawer has enough utensils of differing shapes and sizes, of course, enough to serve a small army. Kitchen gadgetry, many, that sadly have not seen the light of day since the iPhone 8 lined your kitchen countertop. All of these things are a sign of over commercialization in a society that values and determines a person's worth by how much and how many things one owns. The accumulation of things eventually leads to disorganization of thoughts and actions, which in turn leads to anxiety, most of which was brought up by the fear of being undervalued. In most instances, individuals are owned by these items instead of the individual owning them. To see if this is you, find a single item, something that is emotionally or of sentimental value. Maybe a t-shirt from a family vacation many years ago, and either donate it or throw it in the trash. Did you let this item go, or did you justify holding on to it? So, how may we mindfully embrace minimalism to reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety? When we understand the positive results of actually owning less, the very opposite of what society values, we begin to offer ourselves a different perspective. And this new or rediscovered perspective places a higher value on gratitude for what is truly necessary for a balanced and fulfilling life. Let's consider for a moment the earlier example of a drawer full of silverware. When we have too much silverware, we tend to also have an automatic dishwasher. As a result, we use a utensil once and put it in the dishwasher. And with each opening of the dishwasher, we witness it getting fuller and more disorganized. We do this until the dishwasher is full or we run out of utensils. By then, the dishwasher is cluttered, and we know we have to empty it once the cleaning cycle is over. This too is a source of stress and anxiety because we know what's in store for us. But suppose, as a family of 4, we were to only allow ourselves enough silverware for 7 people. It's certainly fine to have some extras for cooking or serving or the occasional guest. But also suppose, instead of a dishwasher, we hand washed each item. When we hand wash, we are able to use mindfulness with each item as we clean. In other words, we can offer gratitude to the spoon, to the fork, or to the knife for helping in the important act of nourishing our bodies. We may bring mindful attention to the amount of soap we use, or to the fragrance of the dish soap, the feel of the sponge as we clean off the utensil, or even how the water temperature feels on our skin. And then as we dry each utensil and carefully placing it back in the drawer, ready for its next important use in us nourishing our body. The act of mindfully doing the dishes. This is the connection in what mindfulness entails. Being aware in the present moment and decreasing our anxiety by reducing what we own to what we truly use. With mindful attention, we are able to create a more balanced, more harmonious life with us, ourselves, and those around us. Getting rid of the clutter of extra clothing that we don't need or use, extra household items that we don't need or use. We are able to own our possessions and not have our possessions own us, thereby giving us that liberation from stress and anxiety in our daily lives.